Latin food, dance, and culture makes up a vast part of Western Mass, and WGBY will be hosting a special event this weekend to celebrate that. But what sets it apart from any other culture, and how is it impacting Springfield? Well, joining me today is Heshima Moja, an internationally acclaimed musician, Christain Brambila with Frontera Grill, and Lucila Santana with the WGBY's Latino Advisory Board. We'll start with you, Heshima, talking about the Latin music. What sets it apart from every other music?
Well, Latin music is very broad. Sometimes here, particularly on the eastern coast of the United States, people kind of equate Latin music with simply Puerto Rican culture. However, there's 13 countries throughout the Latin diaspora, so that makes for a very broad spectrum of music. Obviously, in the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Cuba, we're known for styles of music like bomba, plena, rumba, timba, salsa, merengue, bachata. But then if we get into South America, we have the vallenato, we have son jarocho from Mexico, many different styles of music. And then of course from the Iberian Peninsula in Spain, where we have flamenco, which is considered the motherland of the Latin diaspora. But then we get into the mixture, which we call música criolla. It's really the mixture of the music of indigenous cultures from whichever respective country we're dealing with, as well as Spanish music from the Iberian Peninsula. And then in the countries that were affected by slavery, then of course we have the influence of African music. So one thing, for instance, in the Caribbean would be the clave. The clave is central to all Caribbean music, and each style of Latin music has its own distinct clave. So, and then of course, those blends combined with, of course, singing in Spanish, which is the most obvious distinction from other American forms of music. But those styles of music then blend with, even here in the United States, and become hybrids of pop music. So we have now bachata, which is mixed with pop music, hip hop. We have reggaeton. We have all these different styles of music that evolve and become hybrids.
Okay, wow. And I know there's a lot of different kinds of music, like you had mentioned. I actually took some salsa lessons here at WGBY in preparation for this gala coming up this weekend. Please tell me making food is not as hard as it was for me to learn how to dance. What sets the food apart?
Well, first I want to touch on, a lot of people mistake Mexican food or Latino food as being really spicy. It's not really always like that. You know, yes, we do like spicy food. Yes, we do have chiles and a lot of our food and everything, but it's not always like that. You know, it's usually just whatever your preference is. You know, making Hispanic Latino food is actually very simple. We relatively eat things that people normally wouldn't. You know, I've gone to Mexico multiple times and we have stands over there that have, you know, tongue tacos. We have tacos of any part of the body of, you know, a cow that you can possibly imagine. And, you know, people here wouldn't find that appetizing, but just something, you know, traditionally we were raised with. And personally, I think it's pleasant. I think it's just amazing. And, you know, people just aren't used to that. And I think people just find Latino food to be different, and that's fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, if people tried it, I think they'd personally like it a lot more.
And that brings us to you, Lucila. We're going to be trying some Latin food. We're going to be doing some Latin dancing. Talk about Presencia this weekend.
We are thrilled about Presencia this Friday. I actually was just sweating, practicing right in the other room for the salsa lessons. And I saw you with a couple of moves the other day. Are you ready to?
I'm hoping I'm ready for Friday night. We'll see. So what has gone into how many? There'll be about 10 different restaurants along with Frontera Grill participating, correct? We're going to have some dancing going on.
Yes, we're going to have food tasting with 10 restaurants. We are going to have somewhat of a dance competition. Okay. Where we're partnering with business owners and local organizations, and we have been practicing bachata, merengue, salsa. We're going to have a showcase, and actually the audience is going to be able to vote for the best dancers.
Well, good thing I'm not a part of that dancing challenge because I would definitely not be winning that. That is for sure. But for any information, if anybody's interested in attending Presencia this Friday evening, you can go to www.wgby.org/Presencia, or you can also RSVP on Facebook as well. We'll have all of that information on Connecting Point's website as well. And I want to say a big thank you to all of my guests for joining me here today to exploring this wonderful culture that's such a huge part of Springfield as well. That's great. Thank you guys so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.